Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie, and this will be a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you're completely new to tarot, just know that not every reading with your sun sign is going to resonate. Just discard the reading if it's not yours. I'm also going to pull cards like King, Queen, Emperor, Empress. Let's just disregard the gender. Obviously, that could only be accurate 50% of the time. Those cards actually describe a specific personality, so you'll know who we're talking about. If you like the reading and you want more of them, you could just subscribe to the channel so that you know when they pop out. And if you want to, I also offer a membership. You can check out all the perks for that by hitting join. So I'll start with the Oracle to get the main energies. I'll clarify with the Tarot, and we will grab some advice. Okay, so we have humility, a modest or low view of one's own importance. Emotions are running high, supermoon. Dodging bullets. The overall energy is the Knight of Swords. We have the World, the Star, Aquarius energy, the Nine of Cups. The Ace of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, the Empress, Libra, Taurus energy. Honestly, I think that some of you are ready to just run away. But I think in some people's situation, you have to. You know, it's like something that you once really, really wanted here. You now feel like is a negative point in life. You know, it's like you feel like in order to actually get what you want, you may actually have to close something out here. And start something new. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is like a romantic relationship. A lot of you want to like get married or, you know, have something really specific with someone. For some of you, this may not even be a person. This could be a career. It's like something that, you know, you once had this great passion for, had this like dream with. It's just not doing it for you anymore. You feel like you need something new here, no matter the situation. But for a lot of you, it's definitely a relationship, and this hoe is impactful. The Nine of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Tower. So getting for some of you, you've been in a relationship for like a really long time, but you want that ring, you know. You want that ring. for others of you, this could have been something kind of not as long term, but at a point where it should be turning into something. You know, like we've been messing around too long for this to not be a thing. I'm just saying it's not like, somebody's on some hoe shit where they're like, hey, I'm going to leave a relationship to go get in another one or something. No, they're just seeing the relationship as like a blockage now. Like there's just too much negativity. There's too much. I just want to say crazy energy, and I don't even think it's just like another person. I think it's the way that it makes you feel. And that matters. I don't know. I think some of you, it's like almost like this humbling experience where you may have now accepted that, like, this person that you, like, fantasized like this lifelong, maybe like marriage or something like that with, just isn't, like it's not what it's never going to be what you want it to be. And that is like, this is the energy of being humbled. So this could have been that relationship where it's like, feeling like you're not being chosen by this person fully, or like they just don't respect you to be in a certain position or to have a certain title in some kind of way here. Because for some of you, you're already doing all that. You know what I mean? Like, you're in the house, you got kids with this motherfucker, you've been around for a long ass time, like, you pay half the fucking bills, like, how am I not your fucking wife already or your husband already? Like, I don't understand. But I feel like the high point of the whole relationship really is just financial stability here. When it comes to the emotions, I don't feel like yours are being fulfilled. I don't feel like you even have your emotional needs met here. Like, you could just be like caregiving in this situation. And I think that you have these time periods where you can't. I think maybe the two of you just really get into some complicated, nasty fights or arguments, because we have the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands, where nobody can be right, nobody can be wrong. There's not even a point to the argument. It's just like two people exploding on each other. To me, though, there's a lot of anxiety on your end when it comes to this person. Like, when you're with them, like, it's not just the fact that you're arguing or fighting with them. It's that I think it's like fucking you up internally. Like, if you're fighting with somebody like every single day, and these are like, banger fights, you're not gonna sleep right. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to be up crying most of the night. How do you go to work like that the next day? So it's going to start to affect other things. If you have children and they're constantly seeing you stressed out and fucked up, they start being affected. It's just deeper than I want this person. I just think like a lot of traumatic type situations that have already happened between the two of you from both ends. Like, I think that you have this impulsive nature, you know? But whether you know it or not, I feel like it's mostly struck off by feeling invalidated by a person, and that's what's happening here. You feel like even though you play this role or position, someone won't just give you the title or the crown, and that's invalidating. But, if they're not going to, I think that they're not worth the stress that goes on in the situation, not to you. And I think if anybody saw the situation, their advice would be like, the two of you really, you got to stop. Because the reality is, some of you literally, you just want this person to like marry you, but like that wouldn't change a fucking thing. Just to be clear, there would just still be chaos. You know, like having a baby won't fix it. No, like if two people can't get to the root core of these issues and like really actively work on how to treat one another, things aren't going to get better. And it has to be both people. It can't just be one. But the difference here with the world and the star, I think, is that you are humbly accepting this now, like that this was almost a fantasy. It was kind of like a delusion because like I just said, what if I did marry this person? Then I'm going to spend the rest of my life stressed out, being spoken to crazy, arguing and fighting every day. Like it wouldn't change just because someone actually gave you what you were looking for out of the relationship. And I think deep down you know that maybe it would make you happy for a little while, but you know, life after marriage turns into regular life again. With a whole bunch of legal responsibility added to it. I don't know. I just think it's too much for your ass. You, I think, are just a little exhausted here. You're tired of everything. So, your main priority here and the challenge is, I think, to be stable enough on your own to handle the responsibilities that would be ahead when you can do this. I think a lot of you are looking for new ways to, make more money, or you're saving money. So there is an actual expectation to leave a situation at this point. I feel like it's just deemed toxic. Like this person brings your shadow out completely and it looks like you do the same, and it does look like you're not going to get the end result that you want, at least not when you want it. What's the advice? The Hanged Man, Pisces energy. The High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces energy. The Four of Pentacles. And the Three of Swords. Your intuition's right. I mean, these two cards together, you finally get it. Like, it's very clear as day to you. You know deep within that it's time to save up and go. I think it's too emotionally charged. It's really disrupting your peace and maybe the peace of like an entire household for some of you. It's just too much. And I think that you're so mature that you don't even blame the other person. You just feel like the two of you together it's just combustion. It's not, you might not be like this with another person. They might not be, but like the two of you together, it's just too much. I think there's been too many cracks here, and nobody wants to admit that it's completely broken until now. Or maybe it was flawed from the jump. Maybe that was never supposed to be an end goal. It was just a fantasy one person had. Okay. I'll see you guys soon.